Hello and welcome to Caravan Salon 2021. This is the 2022 range from Frankia F-Line, Frankia 740 Plus. It costs €125,000. In this condition, starts off at 95,000, but it's got 30,000 extra kit in it. It's 752 long, 230 wide, 322 high, 4.5 ton basis. I don't know how much payload that's going to give, but I suspect it's going to be somewhere in the order of 900 kilos. I suspect, I don't know. I'd ask the dog, but she's not here. 203 centimeters standing height, 2 sitting places, 2 sleeping places. And we shall see why, because it has got a real lounge. This is the Frankia version of the Carthago liner for 2, the Hymer EuraMobil, death lifts, Alpha versions. In fact, it's more close to the death lifts than anything else. And see, it's also priced at a similar level to all of those. And 125 is that's a huge amount of cash, but is a little cheaper than some other models which are done by Frankia. And I don't have 125,000 going spare, but if I did, this would be the sort of thing that I might actually spend it on. Might, I said, I didn't say I would, I said I might. I don't know, I've got this idea I want to buy myself a flat, but it's going to be a lot more expensive than that. Right, so I'm just push this down here like that, and there's going to be a reason why I'm doing that. As you've seen, that's the cabin, and that's where you drive from. You know that's where you drive from because there's a steering wheel there. And notice it on a Fiat. And somebody will say, oh, 125k for a Fiat. I personally don't think Fiat is all that bad. Admittedly, I would prefer a Mercedes than to a Fiat. And the Mercedes, really, at this level, it wouldn't add all that much to the price. Okay, it might add less than 10% to the price, let's say. Right, so the steps come out like this, not like that, but like this, and they're supposed to come out like this. So what's the problem here? Why aren't the steps coming out? It's because they haven't got broken already, have they? Well, it wasn't me. Don't blame me. Anyway, they're supposed to come down like that, and but they, I can feel it's jammed here, jammed down here on the left. Right, anyway, well, the steps are supposed to come down. Maybe that's extra, so it's 125 without the steps. Who knows? But the steps are supposed to come down, and then that allows you to get in up there. There's also, you can actually pull this thing here out. And comes out a bit further than that. It's a bit stiff because it's new. I don't know if the stairs are stiff because it's new or because they're broken, but it'll be one of the two. That fits in there like that, and that sort of makes the bed even bigger. And once the steps are out, then you shouldn't really worry about falling out of bed. At least that's the idea. Nice big cupboard there. Superb slidey out thing here. You get lots of stuff in there. Now the idea is the 3-room concept, the night room up there. Now I did say, mention the Carthago and the Hymer. There is one difference. So this is an overcab model, so it's closer to the Alpha from death lifts rather than the other two. In the first two, then you actually pull the bed down, whereas in this one here, the bed is permanently in place, and that might be more to your liking. With this overcab, it'll add about 15% or thereabouts to fuel consumption, maybe a bit less, maybe 10 to 15%, let's say. Other than that, you mightn't like the overcab. You might say, oh, that looks silly. Anyway, mind you, if you're worried about fuel consumption, you shouldn't be buying this in the first place. Right, see how deep the double floor is there. That's very deep. I would say it's about, what, 35 centimeters. Might be more, I'm just doing that off my, might be less, but it's something along those lines. Shower is really big. And okay, we'll go into I mentioned the room concept, so let's go into room 2. We'll close this here, hoping that that doesn't lock me in. And so now we're in room 2, and you can see how big the shower is. Okay, it's not bad at all, is it? And you can't complain at that, I think, anyway. There's the toilet as well. So there's lots of space, and even close this off here, assuming that this is working. Right, it's not, is how do I... Sorry, it is working, I'm not using enough force. There you go. So you can sort of lock that off like that, shut that off in that position. Now, there isn't an extra bed, but just in case you've got somebody crashing on your couch at the back, then I suppose you can shut the door here. Now, this carpet, well, I suppose it might come with the van if you ask the dealer, but it's not supposed to. Sorry, it doesn't mean to be. Not, but normally it's like that's the floor. The carpet's here only for protection. They're going to want to sell the thing. It's going to get 125,000. They're not going to sort of leave it here. I mean, if you had 125,000, you wouldn't just sort of leave it here. I suspect. I don't know. Maybe you would. Kitchen, right, so room 3. Kitchen's only got 2 burners. Now, I suppose somebody's going to write, only 2 burners. Well, admittedly, there is a bit of space here, and some Carthago model, sorry, some Frankia models, what they've done is they've actually had a step or something like that, and 1 burner could be covered and 2 are exposed. So you use the covered bit for doing your prep on or whatever, and if you needed it, you can actually expose it. These are 2 well spaced apart, and okay, if you think you're going to need 3 or 4, then you need to get a different van, or maybe it comes as an option for having 3. I would imagine it does. There you are, nice big sink. Let's have a look at some of this here. Sorry, that's the what do you call it? The rack for the tea towels. And it comes with 2 bins. Now, one of the features for 2022 is having 2 burners anyway. I mean, I imagine it's had 2 burners in the past, but that certainly is a popular feature. You can put the table down. You see, you could actually theoretically make a bed out of this at the back. But this lounge, oh, it's really quite magnificent, really, I think. I'll go at the back. Now, if I was given the choice of one of these rear lounge models like this, which one would I go for? I think I'd still go for the Hymer EuraMobil if I was given the choice. Then maybe the Carthago liner for 2, the smaller version, would be my second choice. Wonderful windows, the panoramic windows in the roof. Sit down here and you can watch the telly if you want. Heating, as I recall, is by Alde. Domestic fridge opens one way and it opens the other. And I got a comment on somebody who said it was at Birmingham at the trade fair there, the motorhome fair, and he opened it and the whole thing came off. So and Alde heating. I had that in my mind to mention it and don't think I mentioned it, but anyway, so you've got Alde heating in here, and you can see some places, for example down there you've got the where the heat comes from. And there's me. I'd just like to mention Alexa Camping, which is in northern Poland. Very nice place. It's a campsite at the top of a cliff, and you've got the beach below, fantastic views of the sea, panoramic area to watch the sunsets in. Very nice place. Right, so I'll get my bag. Here's my bag. And we'll go and have a look outside. I won't forget, of course, to mention the fact that it's got an oven. Where's the microwave? There isn't one. What about aircon? Well, you can put it in yourself. There you go. There's two commonly asked questions. And somebody's getting a round of applause, and I'm going to show you what's going on here once I've finished my video. This comes up as well. This is supposed to come up as well. Okay, well, I won't force it up. So, we'll have a look around the outside. The extras, I didn't actually talk about 30,000 of extras. The most expensive thing here is actually the TV packet. Look at that. Teleco Twin Flatsat Easy Smart S85 LED. Yeah, you must be really keen on the telly to pay 4,190. What's this here? Luxury package. Two 80 ampere gel batteries, and all sorts of other stuff with it as well, including the heating system. Okay, well, there's packets of the expensive packets. Now here, I think it's pretty good having two doors like this in the van. Maybe it comes with the spare cassette as well. In there you've got the electrics. Well, I'm going to get around that side because it's closed off, but anyway, never mind. Right, so what I'll just have you show you around now quickly is today is the professionals day here at Caravan Salon. The trade fair will open tomorrow, and there's just been a press conference from Frankia right now. So these are the members of the press, or people who do videos like me and this type of thing. And if you watch other people's videos, then you may even recognize some people. Frankia is part of the Pilot group, which also includes Pilot, which is over there. Got this Yukon, which is Frankia Yukon, or Yukon, or Yuk, or whatever. And there's other is Le Voyageur, and they've got another new thing called Joa, although I think that's a Pilot Joa. Don't quite understand who they're aiming that at. Seems to be for younger people, so to speak, but I mean, you know, younger people don't have the cash to pay for it, and if a camper van or a motorhome is like 5,000 euros cheaper than a normal Pilot one, it's that 5,000 isn't really going to go all that far, in my opinion. Anyway, there you can see the overcab, how the overcab is laid out, and there's the van. So thanks very much for watching this rear lounge motorhome video, the Frankia F-Line A740 Plus.